Hi, everyone. And I should be streaming all set here. So I'm not. Thank you, Amanda, for being here. You can kind of help me go through this. I did get some streaming stuff going, and I'm hoping. So let's get started. And I'm joining today. You can let me know in the comments. And I am trying to make sure I'm not seeing. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Amanda. There, put that. I'm not seeing hardly hear me, breaking up a little. Okay, so I have this mic is with the creative course. Okay, maybe it's on your end. It might be my end too because of the internet. I'm wondering. Michelle, that's a little bit better, Amanda, for hearing. I'm hoping I can switch though. I did grab my headphone set if I need to, and hopefully the internet. So I want to go ahead and get started. So I am here with the page hop with the fall flair for the creative course collaboration. I wondered how everyone is loving the hop so far. There's been some amazing projects, lots of great inspiration. Make sure that you go ahead over and like the Creative Course Collab page on Facebook, and don't forget to enter into winning into the drawing for the prize for that. And also, don't forget to share out the lives for us. That would be great too. I am going to go ahead and switch you down so that you can see the project that we're going to do, that I'm going to go ahead and do. So you still can't hear me. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, fantastic. Okay, Amanda, can I take myself now off the screen so that the image is bigger for the pumpkin? And while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and just glue these on. I'm not going to start painting. I'm going to do one base coat on the whole thing. I feel like I got to catch up now. And I'm going to use Typhon for this, but you could use any good quality wood glue for this project. This is just a very simple, fun project that you could do if you're a maker or you need little pieces of decor. They would make great little hostess gifts also. And you do not need a lot of glue. You don't want a lot of glue to be having to clean up your area. I thought this would be cute for that. I love how they're doing the sweater. No, if you do, we'll lose the sound. Okay. Okay. I'll try it. All right. So I've glued that on. You can kind of clean up your little bit of area. This glue dries very fast and it's great for these types of projects. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the stem onto. It comes with a little piece of a stem. I'm going to go ahead and glue that onto. And as I work, I'm going to tell you about some ideas I have if you to do some other projects with this. I'm going to turn light on. So I clicked the picture, but it's not moving the layout. Okay. Okay. So for this pumpkin, I am going to give it a base coat of just a charcoal color chalk paint. I'm going to paint the whole thing. Can you hear me? It just switched on me, Amanda. Yeah, I'm going to just go with it. Okay, so I am going to do one solid color of this charcoal chalk paint, and I'm going to paint the whole thing right into all the nooks and crannies and paint this because I am going to do another layer on top. I love creating decor that has a vintage, cottage, shabby chic almost um, type of look. And so I love to do that for all the seasonal. So fall as well. So that's what we'll definitely be doing for this little quick piece. I'm so happy that I picked a very simple little project to demo with all this technical stuff happening. But I just learned a bunch of new things. So this project would be darling to add a hanger onto the back, one of those very simple sawtooth hangers onto the back. or you could um, just prop it up inside, like if you have a hutch, a little spot for a hutch or a tier tray, anything that like that. And I'm just getting into the nooks and crannies here of this little cable sweater design on this pumpkin. And there are so many fun things you could do with this. I'm just going to do a very quick, simple texture, and I think maybe some glazes to give it a little different look. But when I was preparing for the workshop, I was going through my head to kind of give some inspiration and ideas on how fun this would be to add crackle, um, glazes, antique glazes, and crackle, all those things like that. And this base coat is just going to be there so that if it chips off, I generally love to use milk paint for my even my small project pieces and stuff. But for today, I'm just going to go ahead and use some chalk paint. I would love to hear if any of you are starting, if you're makers, or if you work for doing craft fairs or events. Have you started doing fall decor? I actually haven't. This is really my first piece for the season here. And you can get a little tiny brush to get into these little spots. Or if you wanted to, you could simply paint the whole pumpkin first, the base, and then just do a quick layer of paint on there. Another little spot this would be cute is in a vignette, of course, being able to add lots of little pieces to it and such. So that is a fun thought too. These are great for when you need little smalls for your booths or craft fair events. That would be a really good little project, and they look great for just you could paint the base one color and then put the cable sweater over the top in a different shade. You can do what like I'm going to be doing today is adding some crackle maybe, and doing some textures on like that or glazes. So there is a lot of fun things that you could certainly do with that. I'm also going to do this little add-on piece in the same color here. The fun thing about working with these types of little laser projects is they dry extremely fast, and sometimes you don't always have something to upcycle or work on. So I try to offer these little types of shapes in my shop for makers that want these, and these make great kits to do with your children, craft parties. I have gals that love to get several if they have a few friends coming over for craft parties and such like that. So now we've got that. Is everything on the computer end working okay? I hope. Okay. So I am going to now get this washed off. And I think I'm going to add some crackle. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be turning my dryer on to give this a quick dry. So I can see where I had a little bit of, I'm going to quickly touch them up. Okay. Now the next step I'm going to do is I am going to apply crackle. For this project, I am going to apply this type of crackle. It's by Miss Lillian's. This type of crackle I enjoy using for my, to get not so much of a fine line crackle or something. And I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I'm going to do mostly the stem and then just in certain spots. There we go. Just little bits and little bits. Come back in and put a little bit on my vine pieces here, just a little bit. Because I want this mostly light and shabby with just a little bit of the undercolor coming out. So for my top coat, what I chose today is I've got my color in here, and I think that's enough. Let me just add a little bit more. I'd rather have too much. And then I am going to go ahead and this is another product by Miss Lillian's. Um, it's just going to give it a little texture, uh, just like any of the types of products that there's all kinds of different products. But I'm going to do this not super thick, a little structure, and maybe give it like a cable sweater feel. I thought maybe this would. I think I'll add a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to share with you a tip that I chose at Harbor, and they're very inexpensive. And then you can throw them away if you need to. They do wash okay. Something to think about. Sometimes people don't think to go in there for paintbrushes like that, but and I don't know if they're in a certain spot. He does auto body. That is where we see he gets those for me. Okay, I'm getting there. It's starting to on my iPad that I am on. So basically what I'm doing is just putting the paint right over. And with that crackle on, it just instantly gives it a nice little distress. You can go thicker on there. Again, you could add some more texture paste on. And if you need to, we'll use a little brush. I love the charcoal and this um, soft vintage. Oh, good, Amanda. Thank you. You could do this in any color combination that you love. Like if you're doing a special theme, these make great hostess gifts. So I'll just quickly go on here before it starts to kick me off again. Um, you can see that it has that nice texture and it has more powder to it and give it another little texture. thick. And now I'm going to come in and pounce it on the stem. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and just touch time with the technical difficulties. Once this is dry, I may go in with my little finger sander and just scuff off just a few spots. This will get glued here with antiquing glaze and give it a wash all over it, or white antiquing glaze and give it a wash all over. It also has a little back that you could do so that you can stand it up and have it stand up for a prop. Um, so thank you guys for joining me. In here, and actually I'm going to do it with my phone because I don't dare touch my computer. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining me. And make sure you go over and like the Facebook. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. I'm getting it shared right into these. I've never done a live at this time of day, so maybe that might be why my internet connection, because I just upgraded. Okay, there's Michelle's link to her page. And I'm going to share in the group, in the Creative Course Collab, my finished project for you. And so I will share that finished project for you. Steps that I do. Isn't this color pretty, Kim? Yeah, I love this. It'll be pretty, but this has so many possibilities. And glad I didn't do my original plan, which was to take this backer and make my own sweater cable with molds and all the fun IOD stuff. I will save that for another live. Doing two cameras at the same. Everybody, and don't forget to enter the prize for the drawing for the free course. So thank you all.